All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network and our continuing coverage of youth and prep sports. Today we got ACYAA action between the West Melbourne organization and the Cocoa Tiger organization. Caleb Brown here to bring you all of the action all of today. Tag your friends, tag your family, let them know this action is getting ready to kick off. All right, so this first game, it's the West Melbourne Spurs and the Cocoa Tigers here on the Brevard Sports Network, and we're ready to go. Again, downtown Caleb Brown has all of the action on top. Beautiful view here from the field house of West Melbourne. So here we go. I have my second device, so please let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. I got another device so I can read comments and keep an eye and make sure this game is running smoothly.
Can I get 3 Spur parents for change, please? I think we got 2 here, Lloyd.
As West Melbourne wait to come out from the beautiful West Melbourne inflatable. That is one of the coolest double inflatables there. There's the tunnel, and then you put the helmet on the edge of it. Welcome Patrick Grennan, Ron Boas. And here come the Spurs making their way onto the home field. Somersaults everywhere. Coco just chose to come out to the sideline and get ready for action. Let's welcome Kelvin Jacquez. Savannah Gross says, "Go Spurs." And here we go. It's my first time seeing West Melbourne this year. Done a couple Cocoa days. Been primarily with the Pop Warner teams this year. So this is going to be good. Tigers look to kick it off here. Start the day. Or, well, I should say play defense first. Yeah, one of the good ones out there, Mr. Lloyd, the white hat, for at least for this game. It'll start off 1st and 10 from the 20 or the 30-yard line. So we'll see what the Spurs have in store on offense. Fresh 10 on the clock. I formation. There's a snap, and he's going to give it off to the deep back. Fumble on the mishap on the carry. And Coco recovers. Coco's defense creates the turnover. John G. Beck says, "Go Ashton" from Hilliard, Florida. So the Tiger defense already coming out and starting a little chaos here, creating the turnover, and here comes the Cocoa Tiger 8U offense. Number 4 looks to be the quarterback. That's Marquise Bryant. Bryant Hands off to the fullback, and the fullback still up, trying to make something happen. Finally tackled by a gang of Spurs.
We're running up the middle, tackle by a gang of Spurs there. Short gain on the play, second down.
That's Lechadvos Daniels Jr. on the carry. Picks up a couple of yards there on. Make it about 2nd and 8 here for the Tigers. Pass and is caught.
First down.
And that will bring up a Cocoa Tiger first down. It'll be a Cavity Shack first down inside the Zone 6 Reaper red zone. Check that. That's Tylen Durand is the quarterback, number 4. Little confusion. Sends a man in motion. Durand tosses there to number 0. Number 0 slips through. Number 0 throwing out stiff arms.
Hernandez, 55.
Hernandez on the tackle. That's Osiris Parquet on the carry. Picks up maybe a yard. Should bring up 2nd and 9. Ball spotted inside the 10 or just outside. And there's a down Spur on the field. They're going to go check him out. And it looks to be a cramp. He went back to the huddle and then literally just like fell and grabbed his calf. And that's exactly what it is. It's a cramp. Coach came out, stretched it, and he's got the little bit of a limp, but of course, when you've had those cramps, you got to get your leg readjusted there to it. Those Charlie horses can be a mother trucker.
2nd and 9 coming up for Cocoa.
2nd and 9 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at about the 11-yard line. Almost like a mini wing T look here. Durand with the toss and makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cocoa Tigers. Number 8. Daniels Jr. on the touchdown. Lechadvos Daniels Jr. gets into the end zone, and it's 6-0 Cocoa as they go for the point after. There's the toss, and they're going to run the exact same play. Oh, check that. No, they faked the toss. Tried going right up the middle.
In the backfield by Hernandez and company.
Hernandez the first one there, but the Cocoa Tigers put 6 points on the board with 7:50 left to go here in quarter number 1. Tigers defense creates the turnover, and the offense on a short field pushes it in the end zone, and it's 6-0 Tigers on top.
The concession stand is open, folks. Go get you something to eat or drink. Breakfast food is available. Ribs are on the grill.
So now,
First 10 West Melbourne on their own 30.
first and 10 for West Melbourne on their own 30-yard line. There's a snap, and the running back's now got some room. There's number 3, trying to make some guys miss. Might have gained a yard on the play. Number 3, it's going to be Carter.
Carter's ball carrier wrapped up by a host of Cocoa Tigers.
For the West Melbourne faithful who are watching, I only have, I believe it's first names on here, so that's the roster I was given. So please understand, I mean no disrespect by calling them only by their first name. There we go. Wishbone formation. He gives it to the fullback. The fullback trying to push his way through. Great push there from the line.
Short gain on the play, bring up third down and about 6.
To bring up 3rd down and 6 here. That was number 0 on the play. That's Cody Nance on the carry. Go back to that wishbone. Number 4 is your quarterback and hands it off to number 10. Number 10 trying to slide through and find a hole in that D-line. That D-line is not giving up much.
Another short gain on the play, bring up 4th down.
Bring up 4th down, number 10. That's James McLaughlin. Your quarterback is number 4, Riker
West Melbourne's going to punt to Cocoa.
Piramani. West Melbourne's going to choose to punt, and look at that punt. I mean, that punt is sailing through the air with such grace. I have never seen a more beautiful punt. And possession will start at the 40-yard line. Cocoa starting on their own 40.
First take Cocoa from their own 40. I'd like to welcome everybody out here. Beautiful day out here at the Badland football field.
Live from the Badland football fields here in West Melbourne Youth Football and Cheer. Tylen Duran brings his offense out, sends the man in motion. There's the toss. And look at that. That young athlete picking up some yards.
0 on the hit for West Melbourne.
Number 0, Cody Nance on the hit.
6.
Didn't see who got the ball carry there. Yeah. Okay, number 13 was on that previous carry. Nazir McDonald. McDonald back in motion. There's Nazir McDonald has to fall on it, lost the toss.
Fumble in the backfield.
And that'll create a big loss in it. We now go from 2nd and manageable to now 3rd and 11 for the Cocoa Tigers. There's the toss. Sliding through, and look at that yardage pickup. He's going to be close to a first down.
Finds some good running room there for the Tigers.
That was number 8.
Bring up 4th down and about 2.
That's Daniels Jr. Gets him close to a first down. They say 4th and 3 here. Send McDonald, Nazir McDonald. They fake it and give it on the end around. Beautiful play design. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Cocoa Tigers. I believe that's number 0. If it's number 0, that's Osiris Parquette. Osiris Parquette takes that one in the end zone. And it's 12-0 Cocoa on top with 3:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Rosemary Thompson, 6U did not play here. I don't know if they played elsewhere. And there's Nazir McDonald. McDonald fighting his way in off the toss. And it's good.
Good.
So again, with 3:52 left, it's 13-0. And I'll tell you what, Cocoa offense is potent and deadly. Of course, the last couple of years of covering Pop Warner, names like Osiris Parquette, which I called a lot last year for the Suntree Vieira Hawks. Nazir McDonald also from Suntree Vieira. Nazir McDonald. Well, at least they played there last year. Someone said, let's go number 16 for the Tigers. That's Amir Smith. Shout out from Ashley Bailey. Called him the Big Bruiser. Well, let's see what West Melbourne can do here. They're going to come back out in the I formation. 2 tight ends. 3 tight ends in. There's the handoff and fumble on the play, and Cocoa will take over. That last scoring drive brought to you by Rich's Auto Tech, home of the 1,000,000-mile warranty. So it'll be 1st and 10 in the cavity zone, cavity shack, 1st and 10. With, once again, a short field knocking on the door of the Zone 6 Reaper 7v7 in athletic training red zone at about the 22-yard line. Parquette in motion. There's a toss to Parquette. Parquette, who scored the last touchdown, will maybe pick up a yard. And I mean maybe.
Short gain, if any, on the play. Wrapped up by a host of Spurs.
2nd and 9 here. Durand under center. Yeah, this is like a little mini wing T type formation. Gives it to Parquette. Parquette hands it off there. I believe that's number 8. I believe that's Daniels Jr. Jr. with a spin move and taken down.
He's going to be close to a first down.
He will be close, and I think he might have picked it up. Yes, he did. He picks up a Cocoa first down.
Ball at 15.
Again, Coco's doing a good job utilizing a lot of athletes here One athlete's handing it off to another, who's tossing it to another. There are many eyes. You got to have many eyes and eye discipline peeking in that backfield. There's Durand. Tylen Durand will get wrapped up as he was 88 on the tackle. Nicholas Suber tackling Durand in the backfield, and it will bring up second down and about 13 for the Tigers, just inside that Cavity Shack red zone. Or check that, the Zone 6 red zone. And if you need desserts made or catered, the Cavity Shack's who you need to hit up. There's the toss, and that looked like all sorts of confusion there.
Good underneath stop there by Hernandez and company.
Hernandez, one of the first ones on the scene. Third and 12 for the Cocoa Tigers here. They've scored on their last two possessions. Their first possession they took over in very similar fashion off a fumble in the backfield. Durand with the toss. And that's Daniels Jr. Daniels Jr. brought down from behind. Is that 26 or 76? Number 76 on the tackle. That's Austin Beard. Coming in, and again, great closing speed by Beard, coming, trailing from behind, staying with the play, and Beard making the play.
4th and 10, Cocoa.
4th and about 10 here for Cocoa. Now, again, they've shown their big play capability, so 4th and 10 is not something that you can take very lightly. Tylen Durand under center. Sends a man in motion. Durand looking to fire. Fires to Daniels Jr., and it's caught. Touchdown, Cocoa Tigers. Tylen Durand to number 8. Daniels Jr.
Cocoa extends their lead on our Spurs.
Durand just going to try to push it forward. And he won't get it. So it's 19-0 in favor of the Cocoa Tigers, as they are dominating right now on all facets of the football.
Folks, be a good time to make your way down to the snack bar, get you something to eat or drink, get that West Melbourne merchandise while it lasts. The kids had fun out here last night for the trunk or treat. Next week will be homecoming against Palm Bay. We'll have raffle baskets and all the goodies out here as well. I'd like to welcome Cocoa to the Badlands football field. It'll be a great day of football between West Melbourne and Cocoa all day. Got some good ribs cooking. And we got a tent flying already. Might want to secure them tents today. It's going to be a windy day.
Tents are flying here at the Badlands football field. Hey, listen, I'm not going to complain. That breeze feels amazing.
President Billy Palmer, myself, and the board of directors would like to thank you and welcome you here to West Melbourne.
And, of course, the starting field position is right there with the flagpole. Might have been Double D's genius idea to put the flagpole right. I kid. I got Double D Daryl Durand on the PA all day today, and if I don't mess with you, that means I don't like you. And I would expect the same treatment in return.
All right, here comes first down and 10. See if they can get something moving here and start the second quarter.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, I need to change the clock. I'll change the quarter in the next play. Come out in that wishbone formation. Gives it to the third back through. And not able to get much of anything.
Wrapped up by a host of Tigers there. Gain of 1, second and 9. 10 the ball carrier.
It's the second quarter. Give me, like, thank the Cavity Shack for sponsoring. Still come on that wishbone third back through. Makes a couple athletes miss, and unfortunately not able to get much of anything.
Another gain of 1 there for the Spurs. Bring up third down and 8.
Number 10, that's James McLaughlin. $8:29 left to go here in the second quarter. Third down here for the Spurs. Quarterback hands off to the second back through, makes a man miss. He's around the outside. It's going to be a foot race down the sideline. It's going to be a touchdown. West Melbourne. Number 3. Carter Moultrie. Carter Moultrie puts one in the end zone, and just like that, West Melbourne is back in this football game. What a huge play. They've been running out of the wishbone formation. They've been hitting that B gap between the guard and the tackle. Well, they came out of that same formation, ran the same play, but with a counter toss on the backside, and Moultrie said, "Goodbye, I got somewhere to be." And they're going to give it, ball's fumbled and recovered by the Tigers, so the extra point is no good. And it's 19-6 now. West Melbourne getting on the board. Lead cut to 13. Now can the West Melbourne defense get a stop? Got Tiffany Starr says, touchdown West Melbourne. Jody Winnett says, there you go, Carter. And Raymundo Carranza says, touchdown, way to go. Again, folks, if you need anything catered, the Cavity Shack is who you need to contact. The phone number, they're up on the top of your screen. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram. I can tell you they have some of the best pound cake I've ever tasted. Thank you, thank you. I mean, that the cavity. The last time I had the Cavity Shack, I got they gave me a cookies and cream pound cake, and when I tell you, look, anyone who knows me knows I don't exactly stay away from sweets, and it was one of the best cakes I ever had. Timeout called by the Tigers. One of the best cakes I've ever had. It was a cookies and cream pound cake. When I tell you that thing was. And look at that. Look at that. A center and a quarterback during a timeout getting some practice snaps in. Although I'd question whether or not they need to be in for the play call. But I'm not going to knock the hustle. They're making sure that a fumble doesn't happen. They're making sure that there is going to be no miscommunication. I like it. Also, the first time I've ever seen something like that happen at who am I kidding, at any level. I've never seen a team call a timeout. The rest of the team's over on the sideline. And I think Coach just kind of saw, was like, all right, y'all get over here so we can get the play call in. You want to talk about dedicated to the craft? Looks like to give a shout out to Royce and Calvin Ruckerson watching the grandparents or uncles of Mr. Hernandez. And here comes the Tigers. Fakes the toss, gives it to the back, slips a tackle, and beautiful job dragging defenders, number 18.
18, the ball carrier for Coco.
And
3.
Number 18, that's Kyrie Scott. I apologize for taking a little bit to find the names of these players. Both rosters are not in number order. They're in alphabetical order, which makes it a little tough on us broadcasters. So 7:20 left to go here in the second quarter.
That grill is smelling good. Go get you some of that barbecue. Mr. Jason Cox and his world famous non-boiled ribs.
Daryl up here is going to get me in trouble. Just talking about them ribs that are on the grill. There's the toss. And he hands it off.
19.
Number 19. Ball's on the ground, and it looks like West Melbourne has it. The West Melbourne defense creates a turnover.
Going to recover. 1st and 10 Spurs. At about the 49.
Didn't see who forced that fumble, but that ball just squirted out. The Spurs have it 1st and 10. Now their defense has created a turnover. Can their offense convert it into points? Anterio Stanley was the ball carrier. And here come the Spurs offense. And their touchdown was scored by Montrelli. Sorry, Moultrie. There's the handoff. And that Coco D-line said, no thank you.
Loss of 2. Bring up 2nd down and 12.
Number 12 was the first one there on the stop. It was not number 12 because there's not a number 12 on the roster. Very well could have been number 21. Hazika McDonald. All right, they come out they're back in that split back wishbone. Gives it to the third back through number 3, trying to make something happen. And he's not going to get a chance to go anywhere.
No blocking on that play for the Spurs. Got to stay on their block there. Them Cocoa Tigers getting all over them.
It's number
third down.
Number 3, Carter Moultrie, who had the last touchdown on the previous drive. It's going to bring up third down now for the Spurs. Call it officially third and about 15. Quarterback trying to get his players in position now. It's an I formation. Gives it to the fullback.
Hand off to Carter up the middle.
And that's Moultrie again, right up the middle. Gets it to about the original line of scrimmage.
Bring up fourth down at about 8.
Check that. It'll pick up 2 more yards. And it'll be 4th and 8 for the West Melbourne Spurs.
Gain about 6 there. Looks like Spurs going to go for it here on 4th.
And you know what? You know, people might be questioning it. I like the call here. Right now, you got to try to keep the momentum on your side because you know that, you know, look, that turnovers are not going to happen very often with that Cocoa offense. So when you get a turnover, you've got to capitalize. I like the aggressiveness here. Some people may not, but I prefer the aggressive play calling. Out of the wishbone. Handoff right up the middle. No, check that. Faked it, and a shoestring tackle. Was number 0 on the carry, Cody Nance, and unfortunately the shoestring tackle, I didn't see who got the tackle, but got just enough of the shoestring to trip him up, and it will be 1st and 10 Cocoa. Good play call. I mean, the play was there to be made. It was just, again, a swipe of the shoes. Lloyd arguing with Daryl Durand.
Billy painted that line, so it's a little off.
Now, Daryl trying to get himself in trouble. Calling out the president like that. It is touching the 50. So anyway, 1st and 10 from the 50. All right, so now there's lots of motion going on. Everyone's set. And again, there was just so much going on. That's going to be a false start on the Tigers. That'll back them up 5 yards. And I think that was Osiris Parquette you saw in the quarterback position. Osiris Parquette, again, played for the Suntree Vieira Hawks 6U.
That's a clearer line. That's the 45.
And Parquette was the quarterback of that squad. So you have 2 quarterbacks here that Cocoa can utilize on this 8U squad. And West Melbourne is feeling generous and gives them the 5 yards back. All right, so now it's 1st and 10 from the 50. Parquette under center now. Parquette gives it off, and there's number 8. There's Daniels Jr. Daniels Jr. down the sideline and tripped up, but not before picking up a Cocoa Tiger. 1st down.
1st down, Cocoa.
First down sponsor is the Cavity Shack. Jesse Sadler says, hi, Osiris Parquette from Jesse and Sandra from Phoenix, Arizona. Well, thank you for watching the Brevard Sports Network, making us part of your glorious Saturday on what's going to be a glorious day of college football. I can't even hide that fact. And it's glorious for me because we're not playing. The Gators got a bye week, thank God. Oh, wait. Never. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ooh. Check that. The Gators play Kentucky, and I'm not so sure we're going to be feeling too great.
We got more wins than Florida State.
That's a very low bar, Daryl. Trying to say Florida's got more wins than Florida State. That's a very low bar right now. They lost to Duke last night, which hasn't happened in God knows how long. It's the beginning of the Lagway era, officially, as Graham Mertz getting injured last week and officially having to call it a career-ending injury. But the college football day is going to be capped off with Georgia and Texas. That's going to be a good game. But you can also keep us here all day long here on the Brevard Sports Network. We're also going to be here. Our last game does not kick off until 7 o'clock. So here we go. Ready for play whistle has sounded. They got Duran back in at quarterback. Duran hands off to Parquette. Parquette following his lead blocker. Great job cutting outside. And great pursuit by that West Melbourne defense.
Bring up third down.
Bring up third down for the Tigers. Call it third and about 4. I'd also like to thank the Zone 6 Reapers, our Red Zone sponsor. Coach Lowitcher Jones does an excellent job both with the 7v7 program and the athletic training program. There's the toss, or the fakes the toss, gives it right up the middle.
Gets the first down.
And that young man will pick up a first down.
Coco have it down there about the 12-yard line.
They are inside the Zone 6 red zone. And, of course, as always, Brevard Sports Network powered by Natwick Insurance. And they're coming right back to it. And they're just trying to push it forward.
Run up the middle.
And the whistles will finally blow.
The Spurs in there on the stop.
Every Spur and every Tiger was in that pile. That was just a moving mass of humanity.
About a 3-yard gain, be 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 here for the Tigers inside the red zone.
Just under a minute left in the ball game, first half.
Minute left here in the first half. There's the toss. And I believe didn't see the number there. That's number 19 on the carry.
Stopped by 88 of West Melbourne.
And Terrio Stanley on the carry, brought down by number 88. That's going to be
Coming up after the timeout.
Nicholas Suber. And a timeout. That is a Rich's Auto Tech timeout called with 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. 45? Check that 40 seconds. I just can't read the scoreboard. That's fine. So 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. What do you do here? I'll say this. You do have a good passing connection between Tylen Duran and Daniels Jr. They've connected for a couple of decent passes.
All right, here we go after the timeout. 3rd down and 10. Here comes the timeout.
Here we go, 3rd and 10 here.
Sees a big stop here.
Third and 10 from about the 12. And there's going to be a false start on the Tigers. That's going to back them up 5 yards.
False start on the Coco.
Third and 15 now
15.
from the 17. And great job by that defense, but here comes Daniels Jr. Daniels Jr. gets to the outside, dishing out stiff arms like Christmas presents.
He's going to be in the end zone for Coco.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Coco Tigers. Daniels Jr. giving out stiff arms like they were Christmas presents, early ones. You get a stiff arm. You get a stiff arm. Everybody gets a stiff arm.
Coco straight up the middle.
Straight to the middle, and the conversion is no good.
29 seconds left. Coco 25. Your West Melbourne Spurs 6.
25-6. Coco Tigers.
Good time to make your way down to the snack bar, get you something to eat or drink. Jason Cox and crew out there cooking up a good West Melbourne non-boiled ribs. Still got some breakfast food left in the concession stand. Once again, Billy Palmer, the president, and myself, and the board of directors, we would like to welcome everybody out to the Badland football field here in West by God, Melbourne. Beautiful day of football. Welcome, Coco. Welcome, West Melbourne. Enjoy yourselves out here. Eat the ribs before Lloyd can get it any himself.
Darryl continuing not to make friends with the head white hat. I don't know how well that vets for West Melbourne, but I digress. So here comes West Melbourne now. And they're going with an end around. He's got some room. That's Carter Moultrie. Moultrie down the sideline, tackled at about the 47-yard line, but there is a flag in the backfield. And it's usually in the general area of holding.
Going to be holding on the offense.
Holding on the offense, and as great of a play as that was, it now doesn't count. And And you see there the frustration starting to show. So that'll back them up 10 yards, and ball spotted about the 22-yard line.
Timeout, West Melbourne. I'd like to welcome all former coaches and players back out to the Badlands football field.
Timeout, West Melbourne. That's a Rich's Auto Tech timeout. Home of the million-mile warranty. Look, when BSN is car trouble, we go to Rich's Auto Tech because we know he's going to take good care of us and make sure we're getting a fair price when it comes to taking care of the BSN mobile that gets Alan and I all around this wonderful county that is Brevard County. I mean, we've gone to him for brake light. We've gone to him for tires. There's nothing we don't trust Rich's Auto Tech when it comes to the BSN mobile. So, therefore, you all should trust your vehicles with Rich's Auto Tech. That whole crew down there, friendly. And listen, they're a shop. When you're going there to wait for your car, that they have free amenities while you're waiting on your car. You know, little snacks, little sodas, water. I mean, everything you could ask for in a mechanic shop, they got it. There's the toss and gets to the outside. He's got to get some speed. That's Carter Moultrie. Moultrie down the sideline and tracked down at about the 48-yard line.
Touchdown saving tackle there by the Cocoa Tigers.
A touchdown saving tackle there by the safety. But they say he stepped out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. That's tough. That's about 10 yards worth of yards taken away because he stepped out of bounds. Carter Moultrie has got some speed. And listen, that's saying something because this Cocoa Tiger defense is nothing but speed. Coming up at halftime with, there's 7 seconds? 7 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, well, absolutely nothing. Maybe if I pay Daryl enough, he'll go out and dance for you all out in the middle of the field, but I'm also sure. Okay, we got the cheerleaders, actually. All right, so we will show you the cheerleaders. And there's the end around, and it's Moultrie. And Moultrie not able to pick it up, and that will be the end of the first half with your score. The Cocoa Tigers 25. The West Melbourne Spurs 6. We will show you the halftime routines from the cheerleaders, and we'll be right back in about 10 minutes right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, we're back with second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Great job by the cheerleaders. Had a chance to talk to Coach Rob Query, Coach Blue. He's telling me about the Heritage game last night, and we're talking about some of the high school football played last night. We got some questions answered in Brevard County. Talk more about that throughout the day. And there's McDonald. And once again, that West Melbourne defense couldn't really see what happened because of that flagpole. But that West Melbourne defense gets back there and makes something happen. It's going to bring up second down and about 14 for the Go Tigers. Go Tigers had a pretty good first half. 25 points on the board, 2 of them off turnovers. Sends a man in motion. He's going to give it off. There's a stiff arm and trying to fight off a defender. Great tackle there.
Number 6 and 32 there.
Number 6 was the one who made sure. Lawson Neff Follett doing a great job of, I mean, he hung on like a bulldog, just could not be shaken off. That's going to bring up third down, and now we'll call it 16. There's a pass, and intercepted! And the West Melbourne defense comes up with another turnover. That's number 2 on the interception. All right. That's Ashton Beck with the interception. And it's 1st and 10 West Melbourne. And again, can their offense capitalize? This is now the second turnover. Turnover battle is at 2 apiece. 2 turnovers for the West Melbourne defense and 2 turnovers for the Cocoa defense. The big difference is Coco's been able to convert 2 of those 2 turnovers both times into points. And there's the handoff, and he'll be brought down in the backfield. Again, there's something to be said for that Cocoa speed now. They are flying and just living in the backfield right now. Send the quarterback, Riker Pierre Marini. Well, Melbourne comes out in that wishbone, gives it to Carter. Moultrie gets to the outside, trying to give a stiff arm, and a great job by the defender, not letting him go, allowing the rest of his defense to get over and gang tackle him. Third and 9 coming up for the Spurs. Again, the Spurs need to capitalize here. You get 2 turnovers on the Coco offense. You have got to make them pay. And there he goes, trying to get around, and great job there. That was number 27, Jerryon Kendrick, with the pursuit in the back.